Meowdy, y'all. Why are they clapping at me? Wow. Oh, wow. I'm so proud. They're all so proud of me. Yay.
What I can do for you? We've naught to discuss.
Don't talk to me. I'm only here to clap for you. This feels so condescending. What did I do? Right, the question I am about to answer, hopefully, is whether or not we even can go to the Beast Run half of the map. In particular, I'm wondering if maybe they might have made it a thing you do after the coronation, like in Act 2 of the game or something. Because I have no idea how the game's overall structure works, or how far into it I am, main story-wise.
So, you seek to enter Battahl, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
You wish to ring the bell, do you? Don't got a permit.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Somebody else say that?
So, you seek to enter Battahl, I presume?
That is
I'll
not
have to
the
check
same
your-
voice
Leave
actor.
this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Okay, Captain Picard. Jeez.
We found a chest. Let us examine
Leon.
what it has to offer.
Alright, so Gordon has different voice actors. That's
You
awkward.
might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination.
Someone might
Leave
pay
this
good
place
coin
at
for
once.
it, either because they seek a forgery, or because they believe it to be authentic.
You look shady.
Have you need of me?
Evidently not. Didn't it say you can get in if you're a beastman? I'm a beastman. Entry permits are not to be reissued. Reissued. That does not mean, that's not the same thing as issued. That's you already had an entry permit. Okay, let's check the map. Is there a building that says it's where they give you entry permits? Not that I see. I don't know how entry permits work. It could be that you have to come back here when you proceed the main story. It's hard to say. See, I have no idea how to get a Beastren entry permit. That sounds euphemistic. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Well, out with it.
There's people who would pay good money to permit Beastren entry. Walk on. What is up there? That is a building. I don't think I've been around here yet.
Someone to talk to. Oh there, faring all right?
Uh-huh.
Got something for me?
Okay, I haven't been here either yet, I think. Uh-oh. I'm fine. Yeah, that is a large enough obstacle, and the Beastren entry permit's official enough, and so on. It'll just does kind of scream, this is the big barrier narratively that you unlock later. That's intuitive. But I still want to check around. But they got my hopes up thinking that I could just get in if I was Beastren. Which is probably why there's a mask sold nearby. That's probably a way of getting around, getting your way through. But we've also repeatedly established, especially with the quest before with the masquerade, that even if something logically makes sense, you can only do it when the quest says you can. Because in that quest, I had fully explored that brothel, and I had fully explored the masquerade ball, and I had been through that secret exit multiple times. And it still didn't matter until I did it exactly during the exact part of the quest while wearing the same exact correct piece of clothing. I'm like, God damn it. I do not wish to scare you, my dear, but in all that ruckus a few days prior, the serpentine monster escaped. All I've heard is that it seemed to be headed for the mountains to the southwest. I worry for you, so pray, take care. That was bad. I had a bad line delivery. I worry for you so. I accidentally served a grammatical, like a grammar sounding so, and not like I worry so, as in like I worry so much. I worry so. Huh?
I don't believe I had any visitors today.
Speak up.
Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
Okay.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Immediately my pawn is so much louder than he was. Nope. Can't come inside. Decorum. Unsure if he means that I need to have an appointment, or if he just means that I need to dress better. Or if I need to once again just be there for a specific quest or something.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Long as I live, I shall ne'er forget.
He's still not a merchant. I've broken him now. It's very funny to me that out of our time we spent with him so far, he was only briefly a merchant during the time where his son was lost. But both before and after, he has not been a merchant.
Well, there's always demand for weapons.
Alright, well now I can probably afford his better bow. The Veteran's Arc.
Particularly near the border.
Could buy a bespoke bow, enhanced equipment. Veteran's Arc. Poison Pinion. I've never seen those before. You can upgrade this with putrid gold teeth. The question is it worth upgrading?
Every other day.
Or do they already sell better gear now for him? Because they probably do. I bet you they do. Yep. The Wild Eagle padded armor is expensive as fuck, but it's there.
Always a pleasure.
Probably just want to save up and get the new
Our
stuff.
coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
These were necessary expenses, Mark.
Looking to gain entry to Murden's Manor, are you?
Oh, hi.
Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask, that how you present yourself when visiting someone, and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
Okay, well, let's go to talk to the storage person and put on my fancy clothes. That's clearly where this is going. You.
Reckon your road's been a long trade towns can make you right sick of crowds.
It's rude to say people look tired, sir.
Here, at least.
I might have crafting materials to get rid of. Yep. Onyx. I've got a beetle.
You'll find a bit of peace and many thanks.
Forgot I had a beetle to eat. Means no worries for the rest of your days.
Interested in my wares?
Yep, right back up here. Gotta put the new gear on before I enter his, like, aggro radius. I want to take off the wolf helm just in case. Look at my masquerade mask. Whoop. Blythe cleans up nicely. This is the wrong place. Where am I? Wait, where is this? Where is any of this? Hi? Oh, further this way.
Somehow my feet always carry me. Tomorrow will be no different.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter.
Why'd it get louder? So it was the fashion thing. I was on the right track immediately. That's good.
Now then, what business have you with me?
I don't know. You just said I couldn't come in. That became my entire personality.
Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated.
I'd like to walk away broken.
Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination.
Is this the books I've been collecting hundreds of? Grimoires. Let me see.
Have you found any grimoires?
Towering Earth, Howling Blizzard, Nation's Death Knell, and Fulminous Shield, and Let There Be Light.
You know not where they are to be found? I shall divulge but one location. I have heard tell that a volume was espied in Melv, a village assailed by the dragon, mind you. Who's to say what might have become of it?
Yeah, because from the very beginning of the game... Shit! Okay. From the very beginning of the game, the first merchant we saw had Voluminous Shield, or whatever that word is. Yeah, if I go right back to storage, I'll just grab all the books I've got and not read any of their names. I'm so good at video games.
Your trade towns can make you right sick of crap.
Oh, Fulgurous Lord. Threshing Blaze, Thunderous Concord, Hemal Euphony, Igneous Melody. I don't think any of these are the right ones, actually, but I'm gonna check real quick. Any other book-like objects?
But here, at least. Many thanks.
Alright, so I think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna check anyway. Just to be sure.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
It's not like I wrote down it's not like I wrote down all their names. And it's a short walk. But no, I imagine he might be asking of unique grimoires. Given that other people have given me little skill scrolls that upgrade my skills, he might give you there might be grimoires throughout the world that permanently teach you spells. Akin to like how you can give Gale scrolls in Baldur's Gate.
Have you found any grimoires?
Nope. Okay.
You know not where I shall divulge a village assailed by the dragon.
Okay, well we know where the merchant is that has that one at least. Bring up recipients. Wait, isn't that the one that I had to save up tokens for? No, I think at least I know I already have it. Whoop. I'll steal from an old man.
You would rifle through your host's possessions unbidden? How utterly contemptuous.
Damn, immediately called out. Anyway. Oh god, the screen's flashing. Preface of The Mystery of Moon Glint Tower. 'Twas a foolish and troubling decision of the state to veil the existence of Moon Glint Tower from the eyes of the people. For at its base slumbers proof of a civilization that flourished here before our own. The secrets of our origins await within yon ruins. We have but to plumb their sacred depths to learn of our unwritten history. I have vowed to do just that, and I shall not surface from the abyss till I have uncovered the truth.
This is the height of indecorum.
I think he's Engi. This is the only time in this entire game where stealing has existed, so that's surprising. The game suddenly calling you out for behaving the way you've been behaving all game is a little strange. Are those are my guys, right? Did he just book it? No, it's him. Let's see, where did he ultimately go?
Have you found any grimoires?
I found Let There Be Light.
Well, well. You actually did as I bid you.
Uh-huh.
Have you found any grimoires?
Well, one of them.
You know not where they... I shall divulge but a village assailed by the...
I guess my next question is, why do they have to be specific grimoires? Okay, so they are categories of grimoires, right? Because the other books I got are just other ones I've already had. But Let There Be Light was a new one, and it was one of the ones he wanted. Weird. So it's not enough just to bring 5 different grimoires, he needs really specific ones, and there's apparently tons of them, and those ones don't count. That's a little unusual.
Need anything? My feet always take
To me. The guy who dictates how games are allowed to be. That's me. You have to make them the way I said. I'm the streamer boy.
Your trade towns can make you right sick of crowd.
Alright, well, let's put them all back. Because they're heavy. I don't know if you've ever had to move before. Oh, I can't deposit things you're wearing right now.
Pleasure doing business.
I don't know if you've ever had to move while having a bunch of books, but that's definitely one of the worst parts. Is having a bunch of books and trying to get them from point A to point B and sincerely questioning whether or not it's worth keeping them all or not. You have a moment of doubt where you're like, do I need books?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of
These are a lot
crowds,
of
but
cardboard
here,
boxes
at
full of
least,
just books.
You'll find
Maybe it's time to become illiterate. Maybe that's my arc.
a bit of peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'd like to move again this year potentially, and I have more books than I've ever owned in my life, as shown in my video essays where there's just a giant wall of books.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest
One
yet.
day I might even read them. Okay, so these are somewhere. I guess I have more incentive to visit Melv again, since we know that one of the books is there. Because I might as well just unlock the class that he's potentially teaching me. Even if I'm not going to use it. Maybe you can turn your companions into those vocations. What I'm stuck on is that I have an archer as my side dude, and I'm not planning on swapping him out. So he's probably going to stay as an archer. He might become a mystic archer, I think they were called last game.
An Oxcart ought to make our journey
It might be handy to have him be a mix of the classes that I don't have access to myself.
This Oxcart will need to see some coin before I let you on.
But I'm not looking to swap him out for a mage outright.
I'll slit your bleeding throat.
Fine. You in? Out of the cart.
Goblins, master.
Can't believe there's goblins again. Oh, that harpy got me way. It's coming back. It's coming back. Hit. Nope.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. Stricken with sleep. How troublesome.
Harpies are just torturous to me. I know that it's just not my job ultimately, just everyone else is supposed to take care of it, but I'm the only real person.
Where are you going?
If I can't take care of the problem, we might be waiting hours for it to happen. And we're back in town.
We can see far.
Hit. Don't get skewered, small child.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder?
God, look at me go. And I'm only terrifying everybody in the process. Wee. Alright. Before I go to Melv, I'm probably going to talk to this person in the Noble District simply because, for all I know, they'll tell me to go to Melv, so...
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
Might as well find out what the objective is before it sends me to the same place again. Alright, so this way...
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Are we doing the Prince and the Pauper?
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's gonna be the blonde girl that I've been giving money and stuff to. They're doing the Prince and the Pauper, but with gender.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed.
Oh. So it's the Prince and the Pauper, but not really. It's miserable because the person isn't going to have experience being rich, and the highlights of that, it's just, oh, I'm being hired to be the emotional support family member for your ailing person, and I'm not allowed to leave.
By leaving a lookalike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Alright, well... At least she might make some money and or get food properly. She's probably not going to have a very exciting time and get to embrace that. But she probably will get support.
Quite the predicament.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Right, and from what I remember,
as much as we can carry.
She specifically wanted Silver to put under her pillow so that she could see her parents. Because she's never seen her parents before, which means that she's an orphan. Which is all the more reason that anything that results in her being taken care of is an improvement.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
They love to explain prison to me. Little girl, oh, there she is, I think. Yes.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble.
Just be self-important and intellectually incurious.
Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay? Lead on. Let's go see this noble boy.
Escort it is. So this time it says escort.
Isn't there anything to do
Sends my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
How does that stuff respawn all day? Where is this debris coming from? I'm just not sure about the logistics of it. But scavenging through it and picking through it for pieces of interest, you think that would have happened before they brought it here? Since if they're continually bringing it here. But yeah, she had like one moment of hesitation where she's like, "Are you sure about this? I think they might eat poor people." "Oh, whatever, I'll give it a shot." Like, just, that hesitation dropped so fast.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking.
I think I lost her. Whoops. There she is, okay.
Quite a predicament.
I just believed that she could keep up a little too hard.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
She's just booking it too. She's moving so fast. Feel bad.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery. And a flower from Melv seems just the thing.
I called it. That's so funny. I was like, I could revisit Melv, but let's definitely do this first because for all I know, the quest might send me to Melv. And it literally brings up Melv. I can't believe I called that.
Well, she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
Uh-huh. How do I help you prepare? Yep, they're dressed the same now.
You know, the roads around Melv are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
That's interesting.
The lands around Melv are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Uh-huh.
The lands around Melve is not only poison,
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest?
Oh god, it's my entire inventory. Deliver anything? They're really letting me screw this up, huh? I don't know if I have monster repellent. Health. Drenched, tarred, blighted, sleep. Health and stamina. Panacea will just cure all debilitations. But it's not monster repellent. Might be what I need to give him regardless, just to hope. I don't know.
My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
I can just go.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Good to see you, Master.
I gave him extremely powerful healing items.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
The question is basically just exclusively, will this screw me over for not having monster repellent ready? Because once I was in the turn-in mission, it seemed not ready for me to leave. Like I was kind of trapped in there. Nope. Because unfortunately, once I had clicked on the Panacea, it seemed like I couldn't leave the delivery menu anymore without confirming it.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by Oxcart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Listen, we can't have every child surviving these quests. I have to fail at least some of them.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What's a few dead children between friends?
It falls on me to resolve this.
Look at him, sleeping like a baby, not even worried about the child. I'm already coming to Melve. I could have just gotten it myself.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to
Yep, Voluminous Shield. It's been waiting here for the whole playthrough.
Fulminous shield, eh? 'Tis a bargain, I reckon. I picked it up in Melve after the dragon attacked. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable.
Turns out that it was a quest item all along.
Why not buy your wares here? Pleasure doing business with you.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
The ability to talk could not be more pointless. There's just almost no character that has anything of real color to say or lore to dump. They're just like, I'm a merchant. I do mercantile. Would you like to merchant with me? Merchant. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know you're a merchant. You say a merchant line when I first introduce myself. Usually the talk button is for unique dialogue. It weirdly has the vibe of this game having a dialogue option because that's what other games have. But not knowing why. Something, Battlefield Earth, Roger Ebert, Dutch angle quote. Uh-oh. An entire fight, okay.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our
Would seem our foe is unbalanced.
There is no better time to strike.
Oh, I hit good now.
And our quarry shall fall. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Well, I'm impressively bad at remembering this game even has a stamina meter. Did I miss? Unfortunate.
Our foe shall know my pain twofold.
It seems we haven't reached our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? By your leave.
I always have to keep in mind that this game has like a really specific idea of what stamina is, because you can attack and block and so on. Particularly the fact that you can keep attacking with light and heavy attacks and none of that uses stamina is very interesting. It's just running or charging up certain attacks like this. That punk, come back here. I'm definitely gonna fall asleep. Or not. That's one down. Oh, that one's dead. Big headshot. Yes. I'm not doing it right for the big damage. No, don't do another attack at nothing. Ah. I didn't do it right to line up the huge damage. That's some impressive stun. The fact that I can consistently stun is like incredibly powerful. If for no other reason than just to buy time. Oh my god, it's so good at missing though. It feels like it's attacking at like the perfect angle to hit, and yet. Got him.
Most fierce. It's a formidable foe.
The tide of battle was in our favor.
I've got this nice upgrade where where'd the cart go? The cart die? Did it take... I keep losing these carts while fighting boss fights. They just leave me? It's so rude. I'm not sure if it left or if it killed or if it was killed.
We've got goblins. I cannot fault your prowess.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Leon's almost maxed out his entire vocation. I should just stand still so it recharges as fast as possible. With the downtime, it's hard to say if it actually amounts to being faster than running, but it feels better.
We're done for.
Look at the kind of ground it covers. And in here I'll have infinite stamina, but not yet. Fuck. Doesn't account for your current stamina. Oh, weapons out, sorry. Well, this weapon literally can't be sheathed, but if I'm holding it wrong, people think I'm about to murder them. Don't know if it's been long enough yet. That character looks like he's waiting to interrupt me.
There's ought
No.
time was. You scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastron. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastron parent. Well, if we keep mixing, some...
That's the great replacement dog whistle. You did a great replacement at me. You're doing the great replacement.
You needn't trouble yourself.
There you go. Fix that problem. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sir. The young master has not returned. I beg you, find him and bring him safely home. If aught were to befall him,
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
Ruh-roh. Yep. Yep. Time to find another child in the wilderness. Ow! You know, that guy's just straight up like quoting statistics like, oh, the Jewish conspiracy for the races to intermix and then there won't be any more white people anymore and That guy goes off the ledge. We send him to space. Creepy ass noble. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, looking out for a child again. You guys are bad at surviving. Oh, it looks like it's highlighting a specific area to find him in. He made it basically to Melv, apparently. There we go. Very ballsy of him to just be racist, add a beastron to his face. I'm only citing statistics.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
You can punch Nazis in real life, but in video games you can throw them 30 feet and watch them pop like a grape. Very entertaining. Do recommend.
I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer.
Powerful magic can turn the tide of even the most dire of battles.
Do we not have a sorcerer? We have you. Wait, am I missing someone? What happened to my knight? Wait, what happened to my warrior guy? Shit, did I lose track of him dying at some point? Did you guys grab the kid? Or was there a Cyclops over here? I think I might have just lost track of the my warrior, unfortunately. This game is so ready to have children getting obliterated by monsters. Just getting attacked in the open. He was just getting his ass beat. He interrupted me.
Incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy. It is not what I expected.
There you go. Alright, well.
Ah, 'tis you. Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
You saved Sebastian. Okay.
One never can have too many of these.
Is this once again an escort mission?
How we put them to use.
Is he traveling home just on foot? Y'all. What? Dude. Dude, there's a wagon 5 feet behind you. What are you doing? Ahead of, wait, no, ahead of, oh, okay, no, it's this way. Okay, I'm gonna grab you. Let's go, child. I got mixed up which direction we were in. Let's take you up north to the wagon. Not drop you. Ah! Ah!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Child. Alright. Well, I lost one of my beastren, but the easiest beastren to get is the warriors, so it should be very easy to get him back. Or get a new one. Maybe I lost him during one of the fights and didn't notice that he went down. And then, like, continued to fast travel. Ow! Come with me, child. Oh wait, he wasn't going back to town, was he? Because he was going north. He's going towards the settlement. Yeah, that's the outpost, not Melv. He should have been going south, I was right. But he was going north. Oopsie. My stamina. Oh, going uphill is hard, my bad.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Gotta remember to take a break. Why do friendly characters attack you when you're carrying them? Don't they know you're helping? Does this game sincerely expect me to wander all the way back home with them at this pace across the entire map? Which would take like 4 hours. Or is this unlike the other quest? I'm just supposed to think the kid's safe and then just go to his destination and he'll be there? Or back to the manor. You saw to it, he's able to return home safe and sound. Don't know if I fully agree with that interpretation, but I don't hate myself enough to follow him all the way there for 4 hours. What? What the fuck? He just threw it up in the air and it just landed in the dirt. Do I get it back? Okay, it disappeared. Do I have 5 still? I do. It's very funny. It's just such a hype animation that having it just go kunk, just land in the dirt is an extremely funny way to show that it doesn't work here. Hello, merchant. Oh God. Okay. Was it your guys' fault? Surprise other enemies? God, they grant single-digit experience.
This is quite a quandary. What's happened? I've got wares of every ilk.
I just wanted to see if this guy had really slutty gear or not. Harpy smoke beacon. I can't afford it. It costs 3K. No.
Hope to see you again here.
Damn it. It would be good to have Harpy smoke beacons. I'd finally be able to use a second one ever. There we go. Don't know why the other one didn't work. Was it because I was under a bridge? Can you not use them
We seem to have arrived
indoors?
without issue. But are we safe here?
I wonder if you can't use them indoors and I was under a bridge, so it's just like... Very funny.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
You're family, aren't you?
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Caught.
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
You must be the lady? Haven't you been tending to her this whole time?
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
I'm unclear on the mechanics of this
What was
quest.
that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about, though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
I scarce know what to make of this outcome.
They probably look the same because they are twins. That's probably why this is happening. Just the let's see. It does want me to go back. It's got the grimoire. I'm just. Why did she talk like she never actually tended to the mom? I thought that was the whole point of her being here. And then the mom also thought she was a girl, so didn't fall for the idea that they were ever supposed to be the same person. And she wasn't like, goodness, there's two of you. There was no like moment of like, discovery of the ruse. Just strange dialogue in a lot of these quests.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
To think the lady here has been supporting the gracious hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind?
No.
I can't wait to tell everybody at the gracious hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
They're not all kind. I just threw one of them off of a balcony for being what they are.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this. Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Damn.
I've naught to say to the like...
Seems you won't be swayed.
Everyone's
I lack
being rude to
information
me.
pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
It just shuts down at that point? I'm guessing it might be a quest that comes up later when it just happens at you. You're like walking down the road and they just interrupt you. In which case, I'm about done, since I don't think I can get to Battahl yet. So it's basically just, do I want to follow the beggar, or do I want to turn in the other book I found and see if 2 books is enough for that quest?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my... Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. Much appreciated.
Maybe if I listen to the whole story this time and no surprise Saurians attack me, maybe we'll see him leave at the end of the story.
Master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or 2 to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour, the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
I'll have an early supper.
You do just wait for him to finish the story
Shall
once.
we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I assume logic, where there's not always
What
any.
would you have me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
You expect him to be here all day, because
Come
that's
to
what he
think of
does.
Was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I'm sure it will taste better than it looks.
What would you of me?
And so we wait. Maybe I have to get a little further away. Okay, I was too close. There's some Assassin's Creed follow AI, a little bit.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Is he just going down to the bar and that's it? When does he get paid? Unless I screwed up before and what I was actually supposed to do was barge into his house before he locks it? Like, do you manage to enter if you get into his house slightly sooner? Because he locked the door behind him and I couldn't figure out how to jump the balcony.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
My quest log is pretty cleared, so I'm about ready to try doing the coronation.
Let me get that.
I might do that in 5 minutes, depending on how this turns out. If he just dead ends at the bar again and then it sits around there for all day, I might just give up. Sometimes a quest is not worth it. He's definitely going to the bar. But does somebody meet him there? Because he shows up to pay for a full round with everybody. And brags about his wife. Oh, he's running.
This place offers a view of the sea.
Oh, well met, sir. Oh, well...
Oi there! The ale flows up, so ne'er mind your coin purse.
Ah, damn it. Yep, we're here. I've been here before. And I'm not very interested in waiting until sunset for him to go somewhere else.
Sets my thoughts.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
I suppose I'll pass the time and then I'll follow him if he's still here, but he probably won't be. Yeah, he's gone. Well, I need it to be nighttime in order to go talk to the guy anyway, so this is fine. Let's go do the coronation. I've tended to enough things to feel like I did at least most of my due diligence to try to complete stuff. The grimoire seems like class. Oh, is that him?
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir.
Is that him? Was his name Albert? Where's he going? Hang on a minute. That is him, right? Yeah. What's throwing me is he wasn't all fancy before earlier, was he? Wasn't he wearing different clothes? Now he's dressed like he's for the noble quarter? Is he from the noble quarter pretending to be poor? Is that the story? I followed him to the door that locks but never saw him come out, where I might have just time skipped when he leaves.
Not far from here. We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I think he's a noble pretending to be a peasant. So that he can spread propaganda, basically. And then he makes a show down there to make himself look he buys everybody around to make himself well known. At the time, I thought he was just a poor person making disproportionate amount of money and flexing basically, and spending it like not very smartly, but excited to spend the money he got.
There's a ladder here.
Now it seems like he's intentionally spending that money because he's a rich guy, and he's trying to sell this character, and he has a lot more people that are going to be aware that he was there if he makes an impact on them. So he's buying them all around because he wants witnesses.
Quite the predicament.
This is interesting. Also, everyone fucking walks so slow. Your video might have 2 times speed as an option, but my life doesn't. If you make them walk slow enough, it takes longer to do the quest than it does to program it. Man, everyone must have really strong legs in this town. These are a lot of stairs. Well, now where are you going? The prospect that this is in any way stealthy is extremely funny. Does he live in the house that has the weird door that goes nowhere? He does. He's from the weird house where the door goes nowhere. See, it's the door to nowhere. Oh, it's open again. It's the door to nowhere. Sometimes it's locked and sometimes it's not locked. I don't know why.
Off wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud scion of House Berkeley to move crates? To scribble in ledgers? Preposterous!
Albert, see sense. That pride of yours has already ruined you once before. Do you mean to let it do so again? Greetings.
Well, now I know where Albert is.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I'm here. You need a permit to enter Battahl, but they've become quite difficult to acquire of late, unless you're a merchant. Mind, rumour has it that it's easier for beastrons to obtain them, perhaps because Battahl's more of a beastron nation. That's led to some people acquiring beastron masks, of all things. Seems a bit much, if you ask me. Come to think of it, I've nary a clue as to where one would go to apply for a permit to begin with.
He just summarized my entire confusion about this, all the way down to, yeah, the beastron masks are how you get them if you want to get the beastron exception, right? But how are beastron getting them anyway? How does anyone get them? How do you get a permit? I gotta confront him, right?
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir.
This isn't your street, you live here. Do not tell me I missed the quest trigger. I know it. He's this guy. I didn't get a quest update, did I? Find out how he makes his coin.
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street. Good day to you, sir.
You're not... You're home. What?
All I need's my help.
How do you do this quest? I'm so annoyed right now. Alright, well... maybe that technically isn't the answer. He's from a noble house, but I guess technically hasn't answered how he makes his money. I guess we want to catch him in the morning?
Was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby? We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I guess I'll sit at a bench, doze off, and then see if I can catch him leaving the house. Because I need to catch him... I've seen him walking to the place where he gives his speech, but I've never seen him before that. Now that I know that he comes from here. But I'm also not totally willing to just sit around waiting for him to come out of his house in real time. I very much hope to catch him before he leaves.
What am I supposed to do?
And he's gone. Man, these are crunchy ass quests to have to do. Having to follow him around in real time? How long does 24 hours take to happen in this game? I think it's long. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like half an hour. Who's willing to follow an NPC around at that rate?
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Yep, I've lost him.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
And now I've seen him off near my house.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
But for all I know, he's already back at his place by now. See any more notes by my door? Nope. And he's already here again. Yep, and he looks, and he's covered in rags.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my...
I can't help but wonder how he never gets recognized. Anyway, let's get the highest level Beastren warrior I can recruit to my party. So I'm unfortunately down a guy. Don't know when that happened. Search for pawn. Friends pawns? Curious. Hmm. Two pawns from the same person with the same name. Huh. Those are the only ones you can search for? I guess they can't have advanced classes, like the weird hybrids. They don't need to have book knowledge, that's fine. Albert? The people that named their guy main pawn. So disappointing. Thorim. They're pretty much all wearing the same gear, aren't they? Oh, he looks neat. Serosh. Gale. Ragnarvelt. Some of these people actually name their characters. Another Serosh? Why multiple Serosh? I know these aren't prefab names because some of these people are named main pawn. Unless that's an option, that'd be weird. Look at this little guy. Look at this tiny guy. Alright, Gale. Nah, Ragnarveld. Do you have glasses on? No. Big hammer.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve. Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
Alrighty then.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. It
Uh-huh.
is said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
And then you have to get more gym badges.
Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
You need at least 4 gym badges for that pawn to obey you. I'm stuck behind the counter. No.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
My patience is gone. I'm gonna do the main story now. Hello. Just let me dress up. No, I forgot. I'll be right back. I forgot to actually get my gear. Yay.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
I did it.
Right on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find me.
Oh.
Eludes
There we
me,
go.
but
I'm
certain there
civilized,
is
I guess. I'm civilized and ready to do capital things to continue the story.
Well met, sir.
I don't really want to wear the mask anymore, though. If I'm going to be in cutscenes that show my face.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen.
Tell me of the coronation.
Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any
Unfinished
unfinished business,
business.
very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
No!
Master! Pray, leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me.
Oh, the sickness.
There's a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern.
He looks like such a douchebag.
We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What
Well.
manner of artifact is this Godsway?
I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.
Bit anticlimactic.
Right you are.
Effective bit of commitment though to like have me go through all the work of dressing up and stuff only for it to be a fake quest. Okay, so we missed the coronation. It already happened now. And he's got a necklace that commands pawns. So, and it's funny because we just had the conversation about the sickness that makes pawns disobey or something, and it's like, there it is. A version of it, at least. Whatever the force is that allows that to happen. So once again, we have a quest about waiting. Here's a quest about waiting. Here's going to Battahl, which I don't know how to do. And then waiting. But the case of figuring out how to follow the damn guy around. Did I pick the right quest? Yeah.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
I got another one of... Badoop. The grimoire, so I might as well turn that in. And see how that goes. You awaited the plan of act. I guess... Oh, I guess he already has the plan now. Well, I'll see you in... I'll see you in the morning. Not the morning, really. I'll do a round trip, drop off this grimoire, then come back. And then the mission will happen.
Regrettably, I am not equipped with the knowledge to guide you on that quest. You shall have to hire a pawn who is.
Oh no!
Apart from my joints, complain of. What am I to do? I've had enough.
Am I going to make it?
I've never seen this game have friendly fire before. This game has friendly fire? I've never been able to hurt anyone before, and then I suddenly can impale a child out of nowhere? Why? Hi. So... Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I don't think...
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Oh, you guys aren't fighting, are you? No, don't fight the...
What in the heavens? No.
Was it the same kid I rescued before? I'm not sure. Oh, I can talk to him now.
Have you found any grimoires?
Here you go.
Well, you actually did. Have you found any grimoires?
It's still not enough. Alright, well. Ooh, I just wanted to go through town a little faster. Hi there.
Being a burden, Arisen.
Is the child alive?
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a...
I've not got food atwixt my teeth.
It wasn't him, right? Let's see.
When does my watch end? Need anything forgotten?
Where's the child?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
He's not very mad at me. I didn't want to murder a child. I was under the... This game had never had friendly fire ever. I fight in the middle of a bunch of dudes all smacking each other and none of them make contact. I don't know what character it was. I don't think the game really has a way of telling you if you've killed somebody or not. I guess, stats? No. Stats? Yeah. Those are my normal stats. History. Adventure logbook. Times jailed 1. Times taken by the Brian 1. Times survived 3. Do. Gifts given 1. NPCs revived 0. Max affinity NPC is 0. Forgeries made 1. Enemies felled. Yeah, humans is not on the list. It's fine. I just murdered a child. It's normal, even. Is that you? Is that the kid?
Yeah? What is it?
Was it that? I think it was him. I think it was Raj. I think it was the same kid that I saved from the wolves, which is incredible. Well, if it was him, he's alive. Anyway, I came all the way here to deliver a book that wasn't enough still, so let's head back. I just wanted to use my super good running speed. It was innocent, I swear. I guess I gotta leave these clothes back on, probably. Maybe not.
This Oxcart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
Who hasn't murdered a few children in their day? Some people can't even get out of bed till they've murdered 3 children. They call it a cup of Joe. The kid's name is Joe. Cave their head in with the cup. Oh. This joke's bad and stupid. Whatever. I can't take my clothes off?
I lack information pertinent to
This is oppression.
task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Alrighty, well, back to the main story. Hello, child that I haven't run over yet.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I should see if I have any new
Have you business
skills.
with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist.
Weapon skills at the very least. Catapult launch. It flings them even further, which might be bad. Well, I replaced the skill forever and I can't control it anymore. Oh god, there's more. Revivify in spirit. Consumes less stamina. Savage Lash. Tidal Fury. Is that a parry? Delivers a momentous counterattack if the user is struck at the moment of its activation. Can guard against target strikes, even should the counterattack fail. What is Surging Strike again? I do like Surging Strike. Noah Breaker, Catapult. Ah, these are good buttons though. The one that stuns the enemy, the one that stabs people. The charge. Oh well. Augments. Pertinacity, that's a word. Improves your ability to break through an opponent's guard. Yes. Thank you. You got lethality. Increases damage dealt when striking a target's vitals. Spiral arrow! Spiral arrow! Spiral arrow!
Do come again. This is not my intent.
Yep, he's already here today.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by...
Alright, another day at the tavern. Turns out wait for him to get a new plan was one of the shortest waits so far. Or maybe
Loath
just...
as I am to admit it, I haven't the knowledge to guide you on that quest.
Thank you,
Perhaps you
Ragnarveld.
should hire a pawn who does.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I say fastest one so far, but actually it might just be the fact that it's one of the only ones to ever give me a notification that it's time to go back. The other ones just say, yeah, check back sometime, and they don't specify.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your Majesty to venture to Battahl, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly.
There it is.
The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Battahl Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Battahl and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Battahl's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. 'Tis most fortunate that your Majesty is a Beastren. You ought pass through the border checkpoint without undue trouble.
My time has come. Oh, and a port crystal. You can manually add a teleport spot. I guess the question is whether or not the town I'm going to has one. This is probably really heavy. 2 kilograms, not that heavy. There we go. Lighten this up a little bit. Can't carry any more items. There's no just give him as many as you can option. There it is. Found the max. Okay. Anything beyond that, I've just created too many tarring arrows. Probably because I'm auto-crafting too many lantern oils out of all of the rotten meat we get, because I rarely use the meat, because I rarely camp, because while the game may give you a lot of meat, it does not give you that many camping supplies. It's easier to just sleep indoors.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times we live.
Port crystal away because it's heavy. Put these arrows away because no one even can carry them. Weigh my excess clothes. Many item management is
You the Arisen?
ah.
I've been looking for you.
Hello, Moss.
Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Who?
Well met, sir.
Who?
You the Arisen. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Who is Sven? I'll memorize every character? There's not even a quest for this one? He's trying to climb a wall. What is he doing? Alright, well, I'm just gonna Google this one, I guess. Dragon's Dogma 2, Sven will be waiting for you. Unhelpful. Alright, Sven quarters. Oh, the kid in the castle. Brave of you to assume I've just memorized every name of every character, especially people that haven't shown up in 10 hours. Yeah, I remember Sven. It's the kid in the castle that shows up like twice when you're doing other things. He keeps kind of inserting himself into the narrative of what you're doing, but he's not actually relevant to you accomplishing your goal. But he just kind of acts like he's part of the mission for weirdly. Alright, so we're gonna have to go back into the castle then.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I'm blending right in. No one will even notice I'm here.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Okay. Look how not permitted I am. Still, like, I don't see why you wouldn't just give me a quest. Like, why is this game so weird? And it's a guest chambers, castle, magistrate, Ballard. Okay, don't know where Sven's chambers are yet. Just gonna have to look around. Kind of just end up hoping for some level of consistency of what the game considers to be a quest or not. You just think that being beckoned to Sven's chambers would mean that you've started Sven's quest. Oh! I don't think I want her to see me here. Royal chamber. That's not specific. Which royal?
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Sven's chambers. There we go.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Battahl in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not, and if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
The unfinished letter. A scrapped letter penned by Queen Regent Disa expressing her gratitude for the gift of a godsway. The name Phaesus jumps off the page. So he's the one that's the reason why they have a necklace that magically defeats my pawns. Nope, more courtly gear. Take this to mean that we just need to go back to Rant yet again. For now, I just need to get back downstairs. Whoa! Bad at stairs. Oh, look at me! I'm hideous.
Such quietude is a blessing.
You are the place to soothe the spirit.
So stiff after a day's
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Alright, let's just get right back to where we were then. He's like my only character to talk to about anything happening in the story, so it's reasonable to expect that he would be the one that has any insight here. Unless I just have to take it with me into the other country. Where is he? There he is.
You don't need a just hide in the back of an Oxcart. It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But it's easy enough. I should know. I've done it.
You're talking about breaking the border?
You have my fullest confidence. That permit is intended for a beastren. Your Majesty ought be able to pass through the border. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Okay. Oh, there's the entire context of the letter. You can view it in the quest log, but not on the letter itself. To dearest Phasis, words seem inadequate to express the depth of my gratitude for this god's sway you have granted me. But know that, tonight, the moon shall again be shrouded in veil of gossamer clouds awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Investigate the intent behind the unfinished letter. Just investigate. Cool. With who? At what? Nope, let's go to Battahl. Excuse me.
There's a ladder here.
I can just guess that it's tied to me progressing forward in the story, given its lack of objective.
Looks like trouble.
I didn't mean to weapon at you, I'm sorry.
I must hold out till the passenger comes along to relieve me. This Oxcart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my.
I have been riding these Oxcarts a frankly terrifying number of times now. Imagine if I actually had to ride them this often. Or, I'm sorry, imagine if I had to do the long way. Fuck. We even make it far? Not really. So if I let the Oxcart get away without me, I am in deep shit. Because they seem to disappear on me, and I can't tell if it's... Boop. Right up his ass. Right up his ass.
Now there's a foe I'd have a spell if I may. It is one of the target's marked.
There we go. Huge damage. Huge damage. Doesn't always register. Like that time around too, the first hit didn't work. The second one definitely did.
Now I can report a successful hunt.
Don't you leave me. I paid you good money, punk. The fact that you can pay for a trip and defend the cart and save their lives and they'll just leave without you is brutal. Like, you fuck. This is anti-fast travel. This is work travel. I'm having to fight things. It's crimes. You're criming me.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
He's so fucking rude sounding. It's impressive. I'm not sure where it was though, the thing he thought he saw.
Seems my feet always
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit?
Don't I look like a merchant to you?
That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
Yeah, that would be him.
So, you seek to enter Battahl, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Gordon has 3 different voices. We already established that he had a different voice for if you have a permit and you don't have a different permit, or if you don't have a permit. The cutscene Gordon had a 3rd voice.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
See, that's not the voice he just had or the cutscene voice. What the fuck is happening with Gordon?
So, you see, go on through.
Do I? Okay, it does open. What is going on with Gordon's voice acting? That's wild. Alright, new continent. Maybe it's the halfway point of the game? I don't know. I hope they're opening the gate again. I feel a little self-conscious now.
What to make of... Say, did you hear? There's been another Oxcart raid. How many is that now?
Dunno, but I'd wager it's the work of bandits. Gotta be them coral snakes again, eh? Sir Lissandro's been iron hands in a bid to flush 'em out. Though they haven't found 'em yet.
Well, if they're not caught soon, we'll be seeing shortages. Mark my words.
You ever heard of the coral snakes?
Coral snakes rule!
There's no lack of brigands looking to make some easy coin out on the roads. But what's scary about these coral snakes is how damn organized they are.
I thought you were going to say how poisonous they are, because they're coral snakes.
Talk is, they fall upon you all at once, and they're gone just as quick, along with all your goods and coin. We've had no luck catching them either, I'm ashamed to say. I thought only fools turned to banditry, but if they're capable of maneuvers like that, they must be a clever sort, eh? Why not live honestly if they've the brains for it? Suppose that's a foolish question. At any rate, if you've a mind to catch them and make a name for yourself, you ought to speak to Sir Lissandro.
Inquire about the Bandit gang. What could go wrong there?
Pray, keep your voice low.
Just in general.
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the cargo they carry. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, the lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
What are you guys telling me to read? I don't know. There's no exclamation point or marking what they're talking. Oh, it's way over there. How did you see that? Where even is it? Is it indoors? How did you see it? This? The Voyager's Daybook. I kind of stopped thinking about the enormous stone monument I discovered by the shore at dusk. There was aught inscribed upon it, so it may well have been a grave, or some form of cenotaph. I should like to examine it again in the daylight, yet I fear to do so alone, as the shadow I espied in the recess behind it filled me with dread. I suspect someone may be lurking back there, and I haven't the courage to face them on my lonesome. A cenotaph. Examine at daylight? So now we are way down here on our way to going all the way down there. And somewhere there be snakes. Peddler's Daybook. Tell is, the dragon's been sighted in the village of Melv. Or in Vermont. If memory serves, that means both nations will have made arrangements to provide troops and supplies, in accordance with the oath. Fair tidings for us merchants, truth be told. I'd not mind a dragon attack every other year, if I'd keep my wares in demand. As long as I get to stay out of reach of its flames, that is.
Suppose I all check the wheels tomorrow.
I'm starving, I am. Food? Have you any food?
Would you like a spud?
Many thanks. I'm still very hungry. So, if you've any more food to spare, spare some charity for the poor. Ah!
What? Hi.
You there! What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong. This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell ya. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help, I'll not say another word against ya.
There we go.
Many, many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
Just out here being accosted without reason.
Many...
Is this another case where I can ride an ox out into the wilderness to the next town without actually having to travel it? On one hand, I would want to find all the bugs, but on the other hand, it's a big time save.
Are you here by appointment, perchance?
Definitely easier to do stuff when you have objectives.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday. 'Tis most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
This is the only way to live, free as a bird.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy.
I would love to buy if you have what I want to sell. Ooh, this is promising. These look recognizable. The blessed waistcloth. It's back. It's her. It's the person that sells the waistcloth. It's fucking expensive. Once again, only 6 less defense than what he's already wearing. And the waterfowl cloak. That's a cloak, not a chest piece. The gauntleted petticoats only for warriors. Why is everyone allowed to wear this? It would cost me like 8 grand to be able to even use it. Well, I don't need these. Because I already have a courtly set. That's a bonus one I found. Boost magic, I don't use that. Stamina recovery. Not really prone to using these. Can't put him in that though.
Many thanks, sir.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
There you go, Leon.
These one.
We did it. He's finally going to be popular in the online marketplace. People will finally hire him.
Necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Look how many spots he's got. We don't get to see what he looks like that often. Oopsie. My character's stripey. I went with the less frequent stripes because I found the really busy ones kind of distracting. Then Leon's got spots. And now they're out in the world.